Are we having fun yet? Yes, we are. Welcome to the Keanedom. I'm Andy, and welcome to another episode in my beginner series for Satisfactory. And this time we're going to tackle turbo fuel. I know you guys are excited. In my opinion, this is the best, the best way to get power. Now, I know a couple of you guys are saying, but Andy, nuclear power, duh. Yes, nuclear power gets you more power with less machines, but because of nuclear waste, I find it being second in my book. I just don't like the headache of trying to figure out where to store it, how to store it, and never to go into that area again type thing that you have to do if you're doing the other thing. It's personal opinion. Yeah, basically. So, first things first, for you doing it my way, is you need 3 alternative recipes. The 3 alternative recipes you need to get hard drives in the world. I know a lot of you guys have been playing for a while if you're at this point in your playthrough, so you know what a hard drive is, you know how to get it. Go out and grab 3 hard drives and then come back and watch this video again. Or watch the whole video and figure out what you're going to need to get. So let's do that. Okay, so over here we have a MAM. As I fall off this machine, we have a MAM. So basically, before you put them in the MAM, save your game. Very important to save your game, because if you save your game, you can keep using the hard drives over and over and over again. Yes, it's true. And oh, I was saving. Cool, awesome. So you're saying when you hit the scan button, when you hit that button, that's when it decides what you're going to get from the hard drive. And because you saved beforehand, you can keep doing it over and over and over again until you get these 3 recipes, so that you can unlock this particular easy way of getting a really, really good way of stuff. The first one you get is over here, compacted coal. So this is compacted coal. It takes coal and sulfur, puts it together, and makes better coal. So if you want to do this in your, if you still have coal power and you get this recipe, you can use it. I didn't do it on mine because I was in fuel. I do still have my coal things going, mainly because I set them up and just forgot about them. They're just over there doing their thing. The other 2 recipes need to be put in a refinery. One of them is alternative turbo heavy fuel, but we'll get to that in a second. I'll explain it in just a second. The second one you need to get is alternative heavy oil residue, which will turn crude oil and become heavy oil residue with the byproduct of polymer resin. And then the final one, which I just said so a few seconds ago, is the turbo heavy fuel. Now, the reason why you're going for these 3 recipes instead of the alternate way, which would be compacted coal, fuel, and alternative turbo fuel. The reason for that is pipes. That is the main reason. So that particular recipe, the fuel way, uses more liquid and less compacted coal, whereas this way uses more compacted coal and less liquid. And the reason for that is when you have dealing with pipes are limited on how much can move through it at any given time. And because of that, using the recipe that uses less liquid can be completely offset with like Mark V belts, which I have. So that's the reason why I picked this version of the turbo fuel recipe. Sorry, I'm trying to get everything situated in my brain so that I can explain to you. So you got those 3 recipes. You went out and I have a factory over here that pumped in coal, pumped in sulfur. It was sulfur? Yes. Pumped in sulfur. I apologize, guys. Pumped in sulfur. We combined it together in like a huge factory and then ran it all the way here. This was a huge thing. It's actually up on that cliff is where it is. It's pretty far away. But right now we're going to show you how to take that and easily make it turbo heavy fuel. And I have to say, when you get to this point, that prep work that you had to do, it's not that hard. It's using a whole bunch of these. So you pump it in, use a whole bunch of these, and you get your compacted coal. And then all you're doing is mostly using refineries. So let's start working on refineries. So you put up your first refinery, and we're going to quickly get logistics and a pipeline, and we're going to pump it in. And we're going to start using power to get things going. So the first thing you're going to do is make yourself the heavy oil residue. So now it's getting its heavy oil residue, which is awesome. And there we go. So over here, I'm also going to build myself a awesome sink, because of course, in any of the fuel stuff, you can look at my fuel for beginner series. The same thing that happened over there with making fuel is happening here. So we're going to take the extra stuff, the polymer resin, and we're going to grind it up. And then we're not going to worry about it anymore. So there you go. It's grinding up. It's going to make me tickets. Awesome. So the second thing we need to do is come over here. We're going to make ourselves another refinery. And this one, with logistics, we're going to put the pipeline from here to there. And in this thing, we're going to make the turbo heavy fuel. But we need compacted coal. So let's go grab some compacted coal from over here. I'm not going to worry about running over things and getting things in the way of stuff. This is just to get you so you know what's going on and the easiness of it. So it comes in, and it's now taking it and becoming stuff. Of course, power. There you go. So it's making alternative turbo heavy fuel. Voila, we're making heavy fuel. Now, again, let's put up our power, and our old friend here, the fuel generator. And then we pipe in our stuff. And of course, since we want it to actually work, we have to plug it into the system, or it doesn't want to generate any power. It's like, there's no point in can use my power and sit there. So it's going to start generating power. And it looks like it's generating the same amount of power, but it does it quicker, faster, and utilizes a lot more. So you do get extra power out of it. And from what I read, I haven't actually started my machines yet. My machines are going to be over here. I'm going to convert this first layer. This first layer right now makes me about 3,000 power. It's good. It's fun. Yeah. But it's not working very well. I'm going to upgrade it. I'm going to make it good. That's what I'm going to be doing. Sit there. But that's how you get turbo fuel. And it's easy, isn't it? It's very, very easy. This thing's almost... It's actually using pretty good fuel. But it's running up. It's getting more. It's taking more in than it's using. And as far as I know, when you boost everything out of a thing. So the other thing you need to remember is you need to maximize the amount of crude oil out of your pumps. So that's a pure node right there. That one I would only put one power shard in, and you'll have the max, which I believe is about 300 of liquid going through the pipe at any given time. Whereas over here, this particular one I have is I can't think of the word right now, but it's the one that has the least amount of pumping possible. You'd put 3 into that, and you would get a similar amount of oil coming out of it through it, sit there and utilizing as much as possible. And there you go. I'm going to now convert all these to turbo heavy fuel, and hopefully I will have more power than I know what to do with. I do know that the article I was using to help me figure out how to do this was, in a words, a little bit it was actually looks like it was written before some updates happened. So I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but I will know in the future, and I will be able to give you an update on this beginner series. If you're just watching my beginner series, I'll give you an update on that. Or you can join me while I try to figure this out, and I'm going to be converting all this to turbo fuel in my Let's Play series. It's up to you, but thank you guys for joining me for this grand adventure on teaching you how to do turbo heavy fuel. At least my version of it. But thank you. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. If you love what you saw, hit the subscribe button. Thank you again for showing up. I love being able to try to make these things as easy for you as possible. And until next time, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Sayonara, ciao.